At what point does the brand step in and go, right, we're opening a lawsuit against you, and I don't want it to ever become like corp.
When you look at the world of luxury cars, from sleek Lamborghinis to powerful Ferraris and precision-engineered Porsches, it's easy to assume that the people who work with these vehicles have always been immersed in the automotive world. Yet, the story of Mat Armstrong shows just how surprising life paths can be. Unlike many car enthusiasts who grow up dreaming about engines, horsepower, and classic models, Mat's journey into the automotive world began in a completely different arena. Born and raised in a household with a mechanic father, Tony Armstrong, and supportive stepmother, Karen, Mat was familiar with the garage environment from a young age. He had the opportunity to pick up mechanical skills almost by osmosis, learning the basics of repairing and handling vehicles early in his life. However, despite this early exposure, cars were not his first love. Instead, Mat developed a fascination with adrenaline-fueled stunts and high-risk sports, particularly BMX biking, which would define the first phase of his young life. His days were spent practicing tricks that defied gravity, flying through the air with precision, and competing in events that demanded not only skill, but also courage and physical strength. This early passion taught him discipline, resilience, and the importance of constantly pushing limits, traits that would later serve him well in the world of car restoration. While many viewers of his YouTube channel now assume he was always destined to be a car YouTuber, the truth is that Mat's life began with bikes and competitions rather than engines and exhaust fumes that by the time he was a teenager, Mat had already built a reputation in the BMX community. His dedication, energy, and natural talent allowed him to compete in major events, often traveling across the country to participate in competitions. It was during these years that he first discovered the power of sharing his experiences with an audience. In 2013, he launched his YouTube channel to showcase his BMX adventures, sharing tricks, training routines, and competition highlights. The channel attracted fellow enthusiasts and potential sponsors who were keen to support his growing career. Mat was clearly talented, and his future in BMX seemed promising. However, as anyone familiar with extreme sports knows, the risk of injury is always present. During the qualification rounds of the BMX World Championships, Mat attempted a daring 720 tail whip, a maneuver that required exact timing and precision. Unfortunately, the trick went wrong, and he suffered a severe shoulder dislocation. This injury was more than just a temporary setback. It had lasting consequences, causing his shoulder to occasionally dislocate even during rest. While he still managed to qualify in 16th place, the injury prevented him from competing further and forced him to confront the harsh reality that his BMX career might be over. For a young person whose life revolved around adrenaline and competition, this was a moment of both despair and uncertainty, challenging him to rethink his future and consider paths that he had never imagined before. After the accident, Mat faced a period of deep reflection. He tried various jobs to make ends meet, from retail work to other odd jobs, but nothing brought him the same excitement he had felt on the BMX track. It was during this transitional period that he began exploring other interests, particularly his nascent fascination with cars. What began as a casual curiosity quickly developed into a serious passion. He started experimenting with small car projects, modifying vehicles, and learning through trial and error. Each successful repair or upgrade brought a sense of accomplishment that rivaled the thrill of BMX competitions. Gradually, his garage became a second home, a space where creativity and technical skill merged. These early experiments laid the foundation for the work that would later define his YouTube career. Mat's unique combination of hands-on skill, willingness to take risks, and meticulous attention to detail allowed him to transform even the most damaged vehicles into impressive machines. His approach was not just about restoring cars. It was about rebuilding them with care, precision, and a vision that turned a beaten-down vehicle into a showpiece. The turning point in Mat's automotive journey came with practical opportunity. His girlfriend's Audi TT had been written off in an accident. Seeing the potential to transform a vehicle, Mat purchased it from the insurance company for just £600 and began a full rebuild. This first major project was a trial by fire, testing his knowledge, patience, and creativity. As he documented the process on his YouTube channel, viewers began to take notice. Although his early uploads were sporadic and growth was slow, the channel's trajectory changed dramatically when renowned automotive journalist Richard Hammond reacted to one of Mat's restoration projects. This endorsement gave Mat's work widespread visibility and credibility, drawing in a larger audience and attracting sponsorship opportunities. From there, his channel grew steadily, with projects ranging from restoring a VW Golf R in just 10 minutes to tackling high-profile luxury vehicles like the Rolls-Royce Wraith once owned by Premier League star Marcus Rashford. Each restoration not only showcases technical ability, but also his capacity to turn a damaged, undervalued car into something remarkable. Mat's combination of skill, creativity, and business acumen began to position him as a unique figure in the automotive community. Someone capable of turning a modest investment into both a visually stunning result and a profitable project. Mat Armstrong's rise in the automotive world was not just about skill. It was about turning opportunities into milestones. After the success of his first major rebuild, the Audi TT, he gained confidence and began taking on increasingly complex projects. One of the most notable restorations in his career was the Bentley, a project that pushed him to refine his techniques and experiment with new methods of car repair. What made these projects particularly impressive was not just the final polished car, but the attention to detail and innovative approaches he used throughout the restoration process. Unlike standard repair work, Mat approached each car as a creative challenge, analyzing every damaged component, figuring out how to restore it to both aesthetic and functional perfection, and then documenting the process for his viewers. This combination of craftsmanship and storytelling made his content highly engaging, drawing viewers who were interested not only in cars, but in the journey of transformation itself. By presenting his work as both a technical and emotional journey, Mat cultivated a community of followers who were deeply invested in his projects. Each comment, like, and subscriber became a part of this growing support system, providing motivation for him to continue pushing boundaries. As Mat's channel grew, so did the scale and profile of his projects. One particularly high-profile rebuild involved a Rolls-Royce Wraith that had been written off after an accident. The vehicle originally belonged to Marcus Rashford, a well-known Premier League footballer, which added a level of public interest and scrutiny. Purchasing the car for £185,000, Mat undertook a complete rebuild, ultimately investing £324,000 in parts, labor, and restoration. The end result was a shining, fully restored Rolls-Royce that was not only functional, but also visually stunning, demonstrating Mat's ability to handle projects that require both technical expertise and a strategic understanding of value. Beyond just the aesthetic transformation, Mat's projects often involve careful consideration of cost versus profit, highlighting his business skills. For example, his restoration of an Audi RS6, which he acquired at auction for £20,000, resulted in a £15,000 profit after repairs, a clear indication that Mat was not only a talented mechanic, but also a savvy entrepreneur. This dual focus on craftsmanship and profitability became a defining characteristic of his career, allowing him to turn passion into a sustainable and lucrative profession. Despite the growing recognition, Mat's journey was not without challenges. Some critics questioned the safety and long-term reliability of his restored vehicles, raising concerns about whether these cars could withstand another accident or pass rigorous inspections. Such criticisms could have been discouraging, but Mat responded proactively. He consistently addressed viewer questions, provided detailed explanations of his methods, and emphasized the importance of adhering to legal and safety standards. By maintaining transparency and demonstrating a hands-on approach, he reassured his audience that quality and safety were always priorities in his restorations. This transparency not only built trust, but also reinforced his reputation as someone who was genuinely passionate about his craft rather than simply chasing views or profits. Furthermore, Mat's ability to navigate criticism while continuing to produce high-quality content set an example for aspiring creators in the automotive niche, showing that success often comes from persistence, honesty, and continuous improvement. Alongside professional accomplishments, Mat's personal life and collaborations have also become part of his public persona. He often features his girlfriend, Hannah, who shares an interest in car restoration, adding a human and relatable dimension to his content. By including lifestyle elements, road trips, and collaborations with other automotive enthusiasts, Mat has broadened the appeal of his channel beyond hardcore car fans. This strategic expansion allows casual viewers to enjoy his content, while also offering serious enthusiasts detailed insights into restoration techniques. His ability to balance technical skill, storytelling, and personal connection is a key reason why his main channel now boasts over 3.8 million subscribers and 1.3 million Instagram followers. The hundreds of millions of views accumulated across his projects reflect not only the quality of the content, but also the careful blending of entertainment, education, and inspiration. Today, Mat Armstrong is recognized as a major influencer in the automotive world. His net worth is estimated between £1 million and £3 million, earned through a combination of ad revenue, sponsorships, merchandise sales, and affiliate marketing. Beyond financial success, however, his influence extends to the culture of car restoration on YouTube, inspiring countless viewers to pursue their own projects and learn the intricacies of vehicle repair. Despite the fame, accolades, and impressive projects, Mat remains grounded, returning to the same hands-on approach that launched his career. His story is not just about cars or wealth. It is about resilience, adaptation, and a determination to pursue a passion even when life takes unexpected turns. For anyone watching his restorations, it's clear that every vehicle carries not just a technical challenge, but a story of struggle, learning, and ultimate triumph. While Mat Armstrong has earned widespread admiration for his car restoration projects, not everything about his work has been free from scrutiny. As with any public figure in a technical and high-stakes field, opinions about Mat's methods and results vary widely. Some critics argue that, although the visual transformation of his cars is impressive, certain restorations may not always meet the rigorous long-term durability standards expected in professional automotive repair. Questions are raised about whether vehicles restored by Mat could withstand another serious accident or pass the strict safety inspections imposed by government regulations. Hypothetical scenarios often circulate online, with skeptics asking how a previously written-off car would fare on public roads years after restoration. These debates, while sometimes harsh, are a natural aspect of being a high-profile figure in any niche that combines expertise with public visibility. Mat, however, has handled criticism with professionalism and transparency. He frequently responds to viewers' questions directly, providing explanations in his videos, and occasionally demonstrating tests to prove the safety and reliability of his restorations. By actively engaging with his audience on these concerns, Mat reinforces trust and communicates that his projects are not just for show. They are built with care, precision, and legal compliance in mind. This willingness to confront criticism head-on has become a defining feature of his public persona, signaling to both fans and skeptics that quality and integrity remain top priorities. Beyond technical concerns, some discussions also center around the ethics of car restoration as entertainment content. A growing number of critics suggest that the rapid, highly visual style of YouTube videos can sometimes oversimplify the complexities of automotive work. In other words, while viewers see a car transform dramatically in a few minutes on screen, they may not fully appreciate the months of careful planning, labor-intensive work, and financial investment that underpin each project. This perception can lead to misunderstandings about the feasibility of such restorations for amateur mechanics. Mat, aware of this, often emphasizes the detailed processes behind each rebuild, showing step-by-step work and occasionally sharing insights into the challenges he faces. By doing so, he bridges the gap between entertainment and education, helping aspiring car enthusiasts understand that restoration is as much about patience and planning as it is about skill. The balance between creating visually appealing content and educating the audience is delicate, yet Mat has managed to navigate effectively, maintaining both his credibility and his popularity. Another point of discussion within Mat's growing community revolves around his business strategies. While many admire his ability to turn underpriced or damaged cars into profitable projects, some critics worry that this approach could encourage risky behavior among aspiring restorers. For instance, buying severely damaged vehicles without sufficient knowledge or planning could lead to financial loss or safety hazards. Mat has addressed these concerns by consistently sharing his methods, tips, and decision-making processes in detail. He emphasizes the importance of research, planning, and proper technical knowledge before attempting any major restoration project. This approach not only protects his audience from potential mistakes, but also reinforces his role as a mentor in the automotive community. By blending practical guidance with entertainment, Mat demonstrates that success in restoration requires more than just mechanical skill. It requires careful financial planning, understanding of legal and safety standards, and a willingness to learn from both successes and failures. Despite occasional criticisms, Mat Armstrong's story is ultimately one of resilience and adaptability. From the abrupt end of his BMX career, due to injury, to the initial slow growth of his YouTube channel, he has repeatedly shown the ability to pivot, learn, and thrive in entirely new environments. This resilience is one of the most valuable lessons his journey offers. Life often throws unexpected challenges, and how one responds, whether by giving up or finding a new path, can define long-term success. Mat's transition from BMX athlete to celebrated car restorer illustrates the power of persistence, curiosity, and openness to change. He embraced a new passion, honed his skills meticulously, and strategically leveraged emerging platforms like YouTube to build a brand that combines creativity, skill, and entrepreneurship. His story serves as a blueprint for anyone looking to turn a hobby into a career, demonstrating that with focus, dedication, and the right approach, it's possible to transform setbacks into opportunities. Finally, Mat's approach to community and mentorship deserves attention. Over the years, he has built a loyal following not only by showcasing impressive restorations, but also by connecting with viewers in meaningful ways. Through comments, live sessions, and detailed tutorials, Mat provides guidance and inspiration to those who wish to follow in his footsteps. His success is therefore not only measured in views, subscribers, or net worth, but also in the positive impact he has on the automotive community. Many aspiring mechanics and enthusiasts cite his videos as motivating, helping them pursue projects they might have previously thought were impossible. This combination of technical skill, storytelling, and community engagement is what ultimately makes Mat Armstrong a remarkable figure in the world of car restoration. His story goes beyond vehicles. It's about creativity, resilience, and the pursuit of passion, all of which are universally relatable and inspiring. As Mat Armstrong's reputation grew, so did the opportunities to work with other high-profile individuals and brands in the automotive world. Collaborations became a central part of his content, allowing him not only to restore cars, but also to connect with a wider audience and gain credibility in new markets. One of the most notable aspects of these collaborations is that they often combine technical skill with storytelling. For example, when Mat worked on vehicles linked to well-known personalities, such as the Rolls-Royce Wraith previously owned by Premier League star Marcus Rashford, his audience was not only interested in the car itself, but also in the story behind it. The connection to a famous figure adds intrigue and raises the stakes, making the restoration process feel like a high-profile mission rather than a standard repair job. Mat's ability to weave these narratives into his content is a major reason why his videos attract millions of viewers. These collaborations also serve as a bridge between the traditional automotive world and social media audiences, introducing car enthusiasts to luxury vehicles while simultaneously making the restoration process accessible and entertaining for casual viewers. Alongside these professional projects, Mat's personal life occasionally becomes part of the narrative, which helps humanize him to his audience. His girlfriend, Hannah, plays an active role in his videos, often assisting with restoration tasks or participating in road trips and lifestyle content. This inclusion adds a relatable, down-to-earth dimension to the channel, showing that behind the polished cars and technical expertise is a real person with relationships, passions, and everyday experiences. By blending professional content with glimpses into his personal life, Mat creates a more immersive viewing experience. His road trips in vehicles like the Mercedes-Benz AMG A45 and other high-performance cars allow audiences to see cars in action, appreciate their design, and witness the joy of driving them in real-world conditions. These lifestyle segments complement the restoration content, offering variety and maintaining audience interest over time. Mat also strategically leverages multiple YouTube channels to expand his influence. In addition to his main channel, he runs Mat Armstrong 2 Malawian Kwachas, Mat Armstrong Shorts, and Mat Armstrong ES, each catering to different types of content and audiences. This multi-channel strategy allows him to experiment with formats, from short-form content that delivers quick restoration highlights to longer, in-depth projects that showcase the complexity of his work. By diversifying his content, he ensures that viewers with varying levels of interest and attention spans have something to enjoy. This approach not only broadens his reach, but also reinforces his brand as a versatile and innovative creator in the automotive niche. Over time, these efforts have helped him amass millions of subscribers and followers, further solidify his reputation as a leading figure in car restoration content. Despite his fame and success, Matt has maintained a grounded and humble persona. He often emphasizes that his journey began with small projects in a modest garage, and he continues to value the hands-on experience that built his career. This authenticity resonates strongly with his audience, who appreciate that he has not let fame change his dedication or approach. By sharing both successes and challenges, including moments of failure or technical difficulty, he reinforces the idea that growth and expertise come from persistence, learning, and hard work. This relatability is a major factor in his widespread appeal, as viewers feel inspired by his journey and motivated to pursue their own passions, whether in car restoration or other areas of interest. Finally, Mat Armstrong's story is a lesson in resilience, creativity, and adaptability. From his early days as a BMX athlete facing serious injury, to his first modest restoration projects, and eventually to high-profile collaborations and business ventures, he demonstrates that setbacks can be transformed into opportunities. His journey illustrates that pursuing passion with determination and strategic thinking can lead to both personal fulfillment and professional success. Beyond cars, his story resonates because it is fundamentally about embracing change, developing skills, and continuously striving for improvement. Each polished vehicle, each successful restoration, and each video uploaded is not just a display of technical expertise, but a testament to the values that have guided him from BMX tracks to some of the most impressive car restorations in the world. As we reflect on the journey of Mat Armstrong, it becomes clear that his story is about much more than luxury cars, viral videos, or financial success. At its core, his experience offers lessons about perseverance, adaptability, and passion, qualities that have propelled him from the BMX tracks of his youth to the garages filled with high-end vehicles today. One of the most remarkable aspects of Matt's journey is how he has transformed challenges into opportunities. His career-threatening BMX injury, which could have been a source of lifelong disappointment, instead became a pivot point, guiding him toward a new passion that would ultimately define his professional life. This ability to adapt, to embrace new interests, and to dedicate himself fully to developing expertise in an unfamiliar field is a testament to his character. It is a reminder that setbacks, no matter how serious, can often open doors to paths that might never have been considered otherwise. For viewers and fans, Matt's story resonates because it demonstrates the power of resilience and the importance of finding new ways to channel energy, ambition, and creativity when life takes an unexpected turn. Mat Armstrong's influence extends beyond his personal success into the wider automotive and YouTube communities. Through his videos, he has inspired countless aspiring mechanics, car enthusiasts, and content creators to explore the intricacies of vehicle restoration. He shows that with dedication, attention to detail, and strategic planning, it is possible to turn passion into both a craft and a viable career. His approach combines technical skill, storytelling, and educational content, making even the most complex restoration projects understandable and engaging to a broad audience. By documenting the entire process, from assessing damage, sourcing parts, performing repairs, and achieving the final polished look, Mat empowers viewers to see that even challenging projects are achievable with patience and persistence. The impact of this influence is visible in the growing community of automotive enthusiasts who cite his work as a source of motivation and inspiration. Many have embarked on their own restorations, often crediting Mat's videos with teaching them techniques, boosting their confidence, and shaping their approach to automotive work. In addition to his educational impact, Mat has demonstrated innovative business acumen. Beyond traditional ad revenue from YouTube, he has expanded his influence through sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and merchandise sales. His projects are carefully planned to balance creativity, technical skill, and financial viability. For instance, the restoration of high-profile vehicles such as the Rolls-Royce Wraith or the Audi RS6 not only showcases craftsmanship, but also illustrates smart investment strategies, turning vehicles bought at discounted rates into profitable results. This combination of artistry and strategy sets him apart in a crowded field and establishes a model for others who aspire to turn hobbies into careers. Mat's ability to manage both the technical and business sides of car restoration demonstrates that success is rarely about talent alone. It also requires planning, foresight, and adaptability.